Guys, late at night here. Hi everyone, I'm going to make another video. Tonight it's about Sky News' video about cancel culture. It's a mini documentary sort of thing. I thought it was good. I thought they made a lot of great points about, about what's going on with censorship and, people being deplatformed and stuff like that. But they didn't really go into depth about it all. I mean, they had some people talking about it and talking about that sort of stuff, but yeah, they're talking about, how things are, because, they've been taken down because they're either too racist or yeah, it's a battle between us and the left, those on the left that want to, change everything. I mean, what's it going to be like rewriting history like this? It's just not good. They're forcing us to change their ways and to think their ways. I mean, this has happened a lot in the last decade. So much of this change has happened, and it's almost forced change, which we know is eventually going to happen. We're saying all this forced change to a lot of people and a lot of places and a lot of things. And Washington Redskins, for example, are now called Washington. They're an NFL football team. The Redskin lollies here in Australia, I mean, they've been scrapped. A lot of things like that have been changed, and you're rewriting history right there as well. I mean, do you want to, tell people, 80 or 90 years into the future about what happened, early 21st century of all this culture of change, all this change of censorship and stuff like that, and what we can't say and what you can say on YouTube and stuff like that. I mean, it's wrong that we have to force or conform to change, conform to force change like this, and that we have to go under someone else's laws and stuff like that, and all this sort of stuff. I mean, they got rid of people online just for odd certain situations. They pulled all David Icke stuff down offline as well. They deplatformed him from YouTube and stuff like that. Lauren Southern had that against her a few years ago as well for making, certain videos online, talking about the truth and stuff like that. I mean, got us, jumping at our shadows now for whatever we say online. And it's really wrong that this is sort of forced upon us by society now, that we must change, we must change as times change. I mean, we have in the last, few decades, we've changed so much that we've allowed so much to happen as well. It is a forced change that we made it to happen, And now this decade, it is set in stone already that, this forced change is going to, help try and shift the world in a different place and all this sort of stuff. If you can believe all that. But I think it's wrong because it's paving over history. I mean, we've got history, that in this country that goes back more than 200 years, Some of my ancestors came here, in the early 17th century, and they came here to Australia, and that sort of stuff, You don't want to pave over history of your ancestors, do you? I mean, I've got royal blood in me as well. Some of my ancestors on my mum's side are related to Marie Antoinette and the Austrian-Hungarian royal family, and the French royal family, and also other royal families connected through Europe. And yet, you want to see all that culture changed as well. I mean, it's just the thing with modern monarchs nowadays as well. They have to change with their times as well. And I think that's what Meghan and Harry are doing. So yeah, it's a lot of change that's going on at the moment, and we don't know where to go from here. But you can't say, racist or vile things online, because people will take it wrong. I mean, we've seen that with Chris Lilly and all that sort of stuff taken offline, and all his shows, because they could be deemed racist, Little Britain and stuff like that as well. It's all gone. Holy Towers, just only one episode, but, all that's been taken down offline. It's wrong that this sort of stuff has happened. I've talked about censorship like this before, so yeah, it's wrong.